everyone, welcome to the QuesterMage and welcome back to another No Man's Sky video for the Nintendo Switch. In today's video, I want to talk about how there was an item in No Man's Sky Singularity that I think could change everything in No Man's Sky. So please sit back, relax, click like, subscribe, and hopefully enjoy. Here we go. After completing No Man's Sky Singularity, there was one item in the game that really stood out to me. And it was the one we got right at the end. And if I remember rightly, it was called the Resonance Amplifier, which I'll show on screen now. This item gives us, the player, the ability to find invisible objects on any world. This item itself really got me thinking. This could be the answer for what could be seen as a lack of content or lack of places to go on planets for No Man's Sky. So the way this thing works is just like a normal scanner. You're on a planet, you find a particular area, and then you use the scanner and it will materialize an object that was not there. And that is the aspect that got me really thinking. Before I mentioned how dungeons are needed in No Man's Sky, I would like to see these added, probably in a randomized fashion as opposed to procedural. If you look at a game like Remnant from the Ashes, that to me showed that handcrafted, randomly generated levels have a lot of value. Not everything I think in this game, No Man's Sky that is, has to be procedurally generated. So with this item, with the Resonance Amplifier, this could be the key to taking what Hello Games are currently doing with the derelict freighters and bringing that onto the planets themselves. So in essence, like you saw in the thumbnail, we could literally have invisible dungeons or any types of buildings, but specifically dungeons, at least for me. We could have these anywhere procedurally placed on planets, and then we could enter these dungeons and then they could have some form of randomized element to it. Again, I'm not really sure if the derelict freighters we currently have are randomly generated or procedural, but overall it wouldn't really matter because again, this item could open up the possibility of us having many more places we could find on all planets. So if we don't even look at it in terms of dungeons, but we look at it in terms of universes, we could actually have a way to go in and out of other universes too, or at least ways to open up fissures into other universes with this scanner. And that could open up a massive amount of gameplay opportunities for this game. And this is what has me really interested in this item. So overall, as you've probably gathered, I think this item is super interesting. It could change everything in No Man's Sky. We could find different types of buildings. We can even find lore in this fashion as well. Imagine we're just going around a planet and then we happen to find a ruin, but in that ruin, if we use the scanner, we find new bits of lore, or maybe even echoes of previous characters in the game's universe. I think this could be a really interesting feature. And lastly, I think this scanner, if used properly, and I do think Hello Games is going to use this, it does really seem like it, because once again, why would they tease this item? It seems like a test was run on No Man's Sky Singularity, because the only way you can actually access this item is if you played the Singularity Expedition itself. Because I can't find this item in any other save file, it's only in my Singularity save file, and that again to me seems like Hello Games was testing this item to see if it's feasible to use for bigger and better things for the player base in the future. So what do you all think about the Resonance Amplifier in No Man's Sky? Do you think this could add layers to gameplay, or do you just think it was an item that was in an expedition and that's it? Please leave your impression down in the comments section. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much again for watching. If you like what I do here, please do click that like button down below. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to see more, please click that subscribe button, as that is the only way this channel can grow. Now, I hope you liked this video and I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, thanks again.